2891 is now registering for the next KvK. We are now waiting for our next matchmaking. We are going to be trying out this brand new KvK, which is going to be, which I clicked the wrong thing. It is going to be the Storm of Stratagems. We are playing the Pioneered story. Look, I'm gonna tell you guys in here, I have never tried Siege of Orleans yet. I have not tried Warriors Unbound yet. I've played all of these already. And I think I prefer the Heroic Anthem because there's not a whole lot of like kingdoms in there. Although the Storm of Stratagems is gonna be kind of like Strife of the 8, I think. So listen up. I want to ask you guys, what is your favorite KvK story mode? Okay, for me, I would say just the normal Heroic Anthem. The King of the Nile was kind of like LVD, was okay. The Desert Conquest, it was okay, but a lot of people actually said it's kind of boring. So Strife of the 8, definitely a lot of action. I've played Strife of the 8 as well. It's just like too much happening in Strife of the 8. So I've never played Warriors Unbound and Siege of Orleans. I do think that out of all of these stories, I think the Warriors Unbound is gonna be the best one. But anyway, let's take a look in Storm of Stratagems. Hopefully one day our kingdom will try out Siege of Orleans and as well as Warriors Unbound. So this is the second season of conquest of 2891. The first season of conquest was a successful season of conquest, and I was a part of that. I like it. It was really fun. Although we did dominate the KvK, and we didn't have a lot of action, but we still had some good fighting that occurred within that KvK. So we are registered in the season of conquest Storm of Stratagems, and our current team status right now is S. So with the S, we're not going to have any teammates placed with us. If you are a A or a B, you can form two teams consisting of one A, one B. If you are a C and D, you can form a team of 4, which can consist of 2 Cs, 2 D kingdoms. So, some great informations in here for the Storm of Stratagems, or we can call it SoS. You guys can pause from here if you want to read a little bit more details about the SoS KvK and look into this one. All right, so we are going to see some new stuff in here, like I think this free team up stratagems, which we can earn through the Bastion quest for the stratagem points, 5 stratagem folios, and 3 categories of stratagem. Mix and match stratagems to suit your personal play style. So I'm really excited to see that. Alliance Arrow Tower, if you played Call of Dragons, it's similar to what this is going to do. Basically, it's going to attack the city that is in the Alliance territory, and it will not deal any damage to the garrison troops. There's a counter rally information in here as well. So this is definitely a copy from Call of Dragons on how the Alliance towers are. So with that being said, we are definitely very excited to get into the next KvK. So I am, farming a lot lately, and I've got 3 farm accounts, so I'm trying to do the best I can to grind the amount of resources that I need to get into the next KvK. So I am ready. I have a lot of speed ups in here. So of course, if the KvK is not going to be so intense, we'll end up banking on more speed ups in here. I do enjoy the game, even though I am not spending any more. I am not even buying the 30-day gem supply in here. I'm just really trying to completely be more of a free-to-play with what I'm doing currently. One of the biggest reason is that I just don't see it as value added at this point, because there's so many players who are going to be spending a lot into the game to where you can never catch up and you can never outcompete them onto the spending. And I'll never, reclaim the role of a garrison leader or a garrison captain no more, because I'm quite behind. When you don't spend a lot into the game, you do get behind with the progress of spending. So I just enjoy it now as I am just playing the game. We got gold chest though right now by Mad Achilles. All right, I've talked to him. He's a very nice guy. So really, really nice guy. Let's go and collect his gold chest in here. Boom. Wow. All right, I wanted those keys. There's no speed ups. Come on. No speed ups. Dang. So he is actually one of the strong players in here. this guy named Mad Achilles. He is somewhere right here, this guy. So shout out to him. When I was recording some video last time, he was sending me some resources, so really appreciate his contribution here to the alliance, to the kingdom, and to also to the channel in here. So thank you. Looking into the KvK that we're going into, we had a system mail from our very own Miss Lily. So KvK matchmaking has just started. So as you can see, we're not going to have any camp teammates. Basically, we can't choose it because we are S tier. We're too strong. We are Imperium right now. We are going to be seeing some opponents though. It says here now, people might think that we're facing weak opponents, but it's quite the opposite. Some strong kingdoms have registered. All right, so we're excited. You don't want to always see like, you know, super weak kingdoms, right? Because the fighting is going to be quite boring if you're matching up with weak kingdoms. So you want to see same level kingdom matchup, and maybe you dominate that same kingdom, or somebody who is stronger than you and you dominate them and you win. I think those are the most fun experience within the game. Especially, it's a lot of fun for the leadership. For me, as a you know, player business person within the game, I enjoy the game as it is, but it is more of a business now. So I just enjoy whenever I get to fight, to get to record. And basically, one of my main goals as I'm making these you know, videos of war is to promote the kingdom. That is my main goal. I don't really fully consider myself as a 100% player anymore. I do consider myself more of a, you know, player business. I do love the game. It's one of my passion. You know, 5 years of spending into the game, of time, you know, grinding in here. It's definitely have developed into more of a player business approach. But I do enjoy it whenever we get into some of the KvKs. So we're going to be seeing some strong kingdoms in here, like 1079, a strong international AC kingdom with all of them in here that we're going to mention is 700 billion kill points in here. All right, these kingdoms are very powerful as well. 2112 Japanese Imperium Kingdom, 1718 Korean AC Kingdom, 1446 Indonesian AC Kingdom. I like how they, you know, do the color things in here. It's a lot of work to type all this stuff, so they're doing a wonderful job here from our leadership. You know, good job. Shout out if you're watching this, if you're in our leadership. One thing that I want to note in here is that I think if we decide to pair up with either the Korean or either with the Japanese, I'm sure one of them will be our opponent, saying that, oh, I'm Korean Kingdom, I want to team up with Japanese Kingdom. At the end of the day, there's politics within the game. We're only missing in here is the Chinese Kingdom. There's politics within the game. But yeah, you know, I would really love to see all these kingdoms to participate in one SoS. And we get to play with them and see who's going to dominate. I don't really know if the Japanese kingdoms in Rise of Kingdoms are stronger than the Korean kingdoms. I do think there is a Japanese server or something like that. I know like in Vietnam, they have like a Vietnam server, and I think there's a Chinese server as well. But I don't know if Japanese have their own server because they have their own like YouTube channel and they have their own like community. So I don't know if there's a Japanese Rise of Kingdoms server that, you know, totally isolated into the international server. But it's nice to see that we are seeing Japanese Imperium Kingdom in here. We don't see a whole lot of them. I think we see a lot more Korean players playing with us. So it's really cool. I love Japanese food and I love Korean food. So I can't like be against any of them. I love their culture. And yeah, sushi is good. Donbopki, I think. What is that? Like the Korean sushi is also nice. But all right, anyway, so we are going to be facing them potentially. So one of the things that mentioned in here is that we might have a chance that this KvK fails, but at the same time, our leadership is saying that, you know, maybe it's not going to happen because the registration is fairly even in terms of strength, so might not fail. So this KvK that we're going into is definitely going to be a fighting KvK. Expect several days of weeks and fightings, and we're looking to have a nice matchup in here because our last KvK was pretty much of a landslide win against our previous opponent. So definitely this is going to be very exciting. You guys got to tune in because like I mentioned before, 2891 is a rising kingdom in Rise of Kingdoms. This is a rising kingdom, that's what I can tell you. This has a lot of potential to be one of the greatest kingdom, and I am in the very beginning of it, and I'm very excited to stay and progress within this server. Now, one thing that I will tell you, we had a recent issue. Remember, there's some drama. So I'm really glad how things have been resolved in here by the leadership. And I know there are players who are leaving and left, but we had this whole Korean group who've migrated to us, which I don't know what alliance they got into. I guess they are in S. I guess this is one of the Korean player who have joined us. I guess they just kind of merged into S, I guess. So yeah, this is definitely going to be very, very interesting. I want to welcome to all the Korean players who have joined us. I don't know if you guys watch my video because I know I don't speak Korean, but 안녕하세요, 감사합니다. Thank you for joining us in here in our server in 2891. I had a pleasure to be in one of their voice call when they were being recruited. So I'm very, very excited to, you know, play alongside with them. And I'm sure it will be really fun for them as well to be able to be featured in our videos as well. Yeah, what else am I gonna say in here? I think it's just gonna be a fun, you know, KvK. I don't have plans on migrating. I got asked if I was leaving because there's a group of people that are leaving, but I don't have any plans of leaving. I did move from R to S now. I was told to move over to S, and this is where I am at right now. I just kind of follow where I'm told, and I just enjoy the game in here casually as I can. But this coming up KvK will be definitely be very, very interesting, because if it's going to be a heavy matchup, I will be end up draining a lot of power. You know, when you're in a losing or kind of like in the verge of losing, you do lose a lot more power. So I like to be in the position to where like we're struggling because I want to lose some power. But at the same time, if we do win, it's great. We get a lot of rewards. But at the same time, I want to say it's not like I want us to lose, but I want us to be in a challenging position. Like when we were in 14-12, we had a lot of challenging positions where when, you know, were situations where we won and situations where we lost as well. I think those, you know, those are the fun aspect of the game when you kind of don't know, are we going to win or are we going to lose? But we got to do our best so that we can do succeed in the game. But yeah, looking forward to this KvK. I'm sure you're going to be looking forward. Don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification on, and watch our content, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Anyway, I will see you guys again next time. Peace out. Brofist out, and smash like. All right, bye-bye.